Good morning. Welcome to our World of Feng Shui series of instructional videos. My name is Honey Lim. I am the niece of Lillian Tu and the cousin of Jennifer Tu, and I work here at World of Feng Shui. I'm also her teaching assistant. And today I'm going to give you some very specific instructions on how you can use your Daktar, this wonderful piece of implement that you purchased from FS Mega Mall and that has arrived in your mailbox. Now this is like a magic wand, okay? It is a prosperity magic wand, and it has been custom made for you because you can't find a Daktar like that anywhere. There are some very specific instructions on how they should be made. For example, how long it should be, how long these ribbons should be, what colors they must be, and also a proper Daktar should always come with a little tip like this and some feathers on top and a mirror, because it has to look like an arrow. Now the Daktar is always associated with wealth rituals. There are many, many wealth rituals out there that call for the use of the Daktar. But today, the ritual that I'm going to teach you is associated with the legendary figure known as King Gesar. Okay? Now if you've been attending Lillian Tu's spiritual Feng Shui events, and you've been reading our magazine, you will know that King Gesar is a very powerful Buddha, and he is especially powerful for bringing success. And that is success in everything. Success in your life, success in finding someone to marry, success in commercial pursuits, success in business, success in your career, success in school. Basically, King Gesar is a wish-fulfilling Buddha, and he is so powerful because he is the manifestation of four very, very powerful Buddhas. He embodies all the compassion of Genrazik, the Buddha of compassion. He embodies all the wisdom of Manjushri, the Buddha of wisdom. He embodies all the power of Vajrapani, the Buddha of power. And he is also the warrior manifestation of Guru Rinpoche. So King Gesar is the most powerful Buddha to help you whenever you need help for anything, especially when it comes to needing help for money. For example, if you have school fees to pay, or you need to pay for your renovation of your office, or you need to buy stock, any kind of obstacle that's related to your finances, to commercial, to all your business dealings, you can get the help of King Gesar. Now King Gesar manifests in several different postures. One of the most famous postures that you are very familiar with is King Gesar on the horse. And this is beautiful statue here is King Gesar on a horse. But King Gesar also appears as a wealth Buddha. And this is how he looks like when he appears in the posture of bringing wealth. And you can see he carries a jewel, and he's got all his entourage of Jala warriors. So if you want to do this practice regularly, and you're very serious about invoking King Gesar's help for whatever it is that you need, I do advise you to invite an image of King Gesar like this. And we have this available. If you are interested, please write to us. This can be, you can order this in whatever size that suits you. This is a very large piece in our World of Feng Shui boutique in Kuala Lumpur if you want to come and have a look. But it is beautiful and it is very powerful. Okay? Now before you start any prayers, this is a puja, right? A puja is a collection of prayers that you do for a specific purpose. It is important for you to set up a very simple altar. Now over here we have set up a permanent altar in World of Feng Shui in Kuala Lumpur. You are very welcome to come and visit and have a look. This is very, very simple, and the altar usually comprises of these components. You must have the image of the Buddha, and you can decide who you would like to put on your altar. However, if you're doing this ritual on a regular basis, we really advise you to invite Guru Rinpoche and King Gesar. Now Guru Rinpoche himself also appears in many different postures. This is his very famous posture, known as the Pema Jungne posture. And this one here is the Dusum Sangye, where he's standing like this and he's holding his doje. Okay? So you can set up your statues here, and it is always very, very, very good to offer a jewel throne for your Buddhas. That's why we make these available, so that you can put your statue on top of them. It's very pretty to look at, but it's also very meaningful, and it creates a cause for you to have a lot of prosperity and wealth in your life. And then you have the stupa, and you have some prayer texts. And this prayer text you can get from us if you like. You can also put whatever prayer text that you have already on your altar. And here is a beautiful stupa, which you can also get from FS Mega Mall, or you can get from World of Feng Shui boutiques. Now, it doesn't matter what stupa you have, as long as the stupa that you have is filled with the correct mantras. You must never put an empty statue or an empty stupa on your altar where you pray. Then you set up the offerings. Now, with offerings, normally people do 7 bowls, but if you want, you can do 8, because they actually represent the 8 auspicious offerings. Okay? And here, if you can see, we've set up the offerings in such a way where one row goes this way and the other row goes that way. And it doesn't matter, it can be the other way as well, whichever way you prefer. Now, the important thing is to have 2 bowls of water, a bowl that represents flowers, a bowl that has incense, a bowl that has candlelight, a bowl that has perfume, some food, and the conch, because the conch symbolizes music. And all these items you can order from FS Mega Mall, or you can get your own. It doesn't matter. But we make them available so that it's easy for you to set up an altar if you need to do your pujas. The other thing that we always do is we always have a glass of tea. And this is for Guru Rinpoche, and this is for King Gesar. And this glass of tea is made from using any kind of black tea, Ceylon tea, oolong tea, whatever tea you have. You can just brew the tea and pour it and offer this to your Buddhas every day. This also creates a lot of benefits for you, especially for removing obstacles related to financial difficulties or any kind of difficulties. And you will find that once you start making offerings to the Buddhas every day like this, a lot of your problems will start to ebb away. Okay? Okay, so now that you've got your altar set up, you can prepare your meditational area. And your meditational area should have a little table like this with some cloth, some brocade cloth, your prayer text, okay, chant mantra book, your doje and your bell, which you can get from us, and a circum chalice. And I'll explain a little bit more about the circum chalice in a minute. Okay? Now, the puja we're going to do is obviously a collection of prayers, and before you start any puja, you always begin with chanting, invoking the presence of Guru Rinpoche, and this is done by chanting the 7-line prayer. Now, the 7-line prayer is a very important prayer. It always precedes all your pujas, all Tara pujas, whatever practices you're doing, you invite Guru Rinpoche to come. And this is done with the 7-line prayer, and it's on page 39 of your Chana Mantra book. So the prayer here is given to you in Tibetan or English. You can do either. We always chant it in Tibetan, but you can also do it in English. It is just as powerful. But it is very, very beautiful to chant it in Tibetan. And once you get used to chanting it in Tibetan, you will just love it. So we're going to do it in Tibetan for today's session. And then after that, after we finish inviting Guru Rinpoche, we also want to invite King Gesar. And this is done by chanting King Gesar's swift infusions of blessing. And this is on page 45 of your Chana Mantra 4th edition, this one. Okay? So again, I will do this in Tibetan today, but you can do this in English when you're at home if you feel more comfortable or if it's easier for you. And after we finish with that, we're going to offer some tea offering to King Gesar with the 4-line prayer. And the 4-line King Gesar prayer is on page 43. Now, this is where you need to prepare a circum chalice like this. And all you need is a big bowl. And we tend to use a bowl that is elevated like that. And then you have a wine glass inside, or another bowl, up to you. And you fill it with grain. And that means rice or wheat or beans, 5 colored beans are the best. But if you don't have 5 colored beans, you can also offer rice. You should always have something inside. And then you offer tea. Now, tea is a very general word for dark liquid, and that can be, you can offer beer, you can offer stout, you can offer juice, you can offer tea, just like how we offer tea to Guru Rinpoche. It's entirely up to you what you like, whatever you have available. But we like to use stout, especially on days, special days. So what you do before you start the puja is you pour about maybe half a can, like this. And leave about half, because when we do the 4-line prayer, we're going to pour it as we go along, okay? And then once we finish the 4-line prayer, you can start the hooking of abundance. And that's when we finish that, we will conclude with a simple set of dedications. And that is where you can dedicate this puja to the success of whatever it is that you're doing this for. The success of your moving into your new house, the success of your product launch, the success of your business launching, the success of your renovation of your house, renovation of your office, or the success of your children's education, or success, whatever it is that you want out of this prayer. Okay? Now, before we start, I just want to tell you that you can do this prayer at any time, but it is the best to try and do it in the morning when the sun is very young, possibly not beyond 2 o'clock in the afternoon, if you can. It is much more powerful when you do it during this time of the day, and it is also very powerful when you do it on special multiplying days, or on days where the calendar has indicated as very good for success rituals or wealth rituals. You can get all this information from our magazine. It's on the back page of Feng Shui World magazine. We publish this every month. We've indicated all the days that are very good for wealth rituals and success rituals, and this is exactly the kind of puja to do during those days. Honga oje nyuji nyujang sam pema gesang dongpola yachen chogi no jubne pema jone shesujak kodu kanjo mampoko cheji jesu jajuti jingi loji shesu sol guru pema siddhi hong honga oje nyuji nyujang sam pema gesang dongpola Yashen chogi ngojubne pema june shesujak kodu kanjo mampoko chechi jesu jajubji jingi lokchi shesu sol guru pema siddhi hong honga oje nyuji nyujang sam pema gesang dongpola Yashen chogi ngojubne pema june shesujak Kodu kanjo mampoko keki jesu jajupye jingi loji shesu so guru pema siddhi hong. Ema ho du nam gra jago tripe long La jasum jale jimpole pa chuchu torbu jajutel din tise geshang om chinchuk on galwa kundu tuje jen pa ojen jimpo chupe Som chidu sanchen gyal bo mogu zome dun choche pa chola sowa ningye dep tuk osa bogyu me pengang jan ningye chunchen tasu trele Lam tunte pe tuje chen jale kurche re re yang la cha sum ko jale de chen sam ji jin la wan chen to ya pa wo do do cha se cha pa mo lu len sha ra ta do je ra lang se lang pa ja le she ja chem se chem che mo dun chen ke wo la da ma ya jin ji lu de la ja le pa zong cho ngan de la shu song wan shi kyu sem de la de tong ri sel bo je dang yer me ru pa shok lama chen lama chen lama chen lama che cho ye shen no bu chen lama che cho ye shen no bu chen lama che cho ye shen no bu chen hom desa mahaguru mani rasa sawasiri pala 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 hom desa mahaguru mani rasa sawasiri pala. Okay, so now we do the summoning of abundance prayer, the hooking of abundance prayer, and this is when you use your Daktar. Remember, you want to hook abundance to you this way, like this, going clockwise on the fourth line, and then you unravel your Daktar like this, so that the ribbons flow down again, and then you hook again as you're doing the prayer. Now, if you're dexterous enough, then what you do is you combine the hooking with the bell. You don't have to use the bell if you're not used to it, but when you get used to it, it's very easy. Okay, so you can combine it with the bell. So like this. And then you unravel. Okay? Now, it's a good idea to check before you do this that the mirror is tied to your Daktar very, very securely so that it doesn't fall off. Because if you do this puja very often, this mirror can come off. All you have to do is tie it back. Really, that's all you need to do. Okay? So we're going to start the hooking abundance prayer, and we'll do this in English because it's very, very meaningful. You'll start to feel very, in English. Hung, today when the stars and planets are auspiciously aligned, the materials for attracting prosperity and good fortune are all laid out. As we perform this practice for summoning the spirit of abundance and prosperity, turn your attention towards us, all you deities and protectors. Through the truth of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and the blessings of the Gurus, Devas, Dakinis, and Guardians, we summon now the spirit of high status possessed by all the influential. We summon now the spirit of greatness possessed by all the prominent. We summon now the spirit of vigor possessed by all the youthful. We summon now the spirit of potency possessed by all the powerful. We summon now the spirit of wealth possessed by all the prosperous. We summon now the spirit of allure possessed by all the charismatic. We summon now the spirit of wisdom possessed by all the learned. We summon now the spirit of discipline possessed by all the ethical. We summon now the spirit of attainment possessed by all the accomplished. We summon now the spirit of well-being possessed by all the blissful. We summon now the spirit of happiness possessed by all the joyous. We summon now the spirit of excellence possessed by all the good. We summon now the spirit of courage possessed by all the brave. We summon now the spirit of attraction possessed by all the beautiful. We summon now the spirit of agreement possessed by all in harmony. We summon prosperity and abundance for perfect victory and success. We summon prosperity and abundance for accomplishing all our aims. We summon now prosperity and abundance for increasing all that is desirable. We summon prosperity and abundance for longevity and perfect health. We summon prosperity and abundance for power and renown. We summon prosperity and abundance for auspiciousness and positivity. We summon prosperity and abundance from the peak of the mountain. We summon prosperity and abundance for the ocean's depths. We summon prosperity and abundance from the lands in all directions. Let the Deva spirit of billowing clouds amass like billowing clouds. Oh, you have to cut that line. Let the Deva spirit of abundance amass like billowing clouds. Let the Naga spirit of abundance swirl like the swirling ocean. Let the human spirit of abundance radiate with heavenly luster, shining brightly like the sun, glowing vividly like the moon, sparkling lucidly like the stars, gathering thickly like mist, merging and flowing like a river, and showering down upon us like rain. Huye, huye, let the spirit of abundance be summoned. Huye, huye, let the spirit of abundance be gathered. Huye, huden, let the spirit of abundance be brought forth. Chai, an ocean of prosperity swells and churns. The spirit of abundance glistens and sparkles with heavenly luster, and magnificent gathers and swirls like densest fog. Let not this prosperity escape into the mountains. Let not this spirit of abundance pass beyond the threshold. Let not this magnificence wander elsewhere. Let the spirit of abundance increase in our enclosures, filling them with livestock. Let the spirit of abundance increase in our stores, filling them with grain. Let the spirit of abundance increase in our homes, filling them with progeny. Let stocks of riches swell like the ocean. Let wealth and resources pile up like mountains. Let splendid clothing shower down like rain, with the divine and glorious remaining forever, and magical treasuries as vast as space itself. Grant us the cities of inexhaustible wealth from every direction throughout the whole of space. Gather now the essence of prosperity and abundance, and let it be absorbed into us in the sports of our practice, remaining forever stable like the banner of victory, never waning, forever present like the Vajra, indestructible, and forever immutable like the Yungdrung, never changing. Let the essence be expanded as the sun and moon. Let it expand like vast billowing clouds, and let it multiply like fine bountiful harvests, perfectly bestowing whatever we desire. Let the attainments of prosperity and abundance unfold like a wish-granting jewel and a wish-fulfilling tree on an excellent vase of treasure. Let all that we accomplish be spontaneously accomplished. Grant us here and now the auspiciousness, happiness, and well-being. now the dedications. Sonam di tam je zipani donye ne pe janam pam je shing ge ga na chi wa long juk pa yi si pe jo le jo wa shok. When you do the dedications, you can dedicate this to whatever it is that you would like fulfilled. And this concludes the puja. It's not very long, it's very easy to do. You can do it at any time, and it is extremely powerful. According to the lineage text, it says that if you chant this prayer, this special prayer, 108 times continuously without stop, you are sure to receive the blessings. The signs of all the blessings of wealth and prosperity will appear to you immediately. Now, when you've finished with the puja, what you can do with your Daktar is to put it on your altar. Just place it on your altar. You can have a little vase for it if you like. Just place it there. And then when you need to use it, just bring it down again. And when you place it, you can either place it like this, but the best is to put it upright, like this. So there you have it. Here is the puja, which you can do at home. And please write to us if you've done this ritual and it has benefited you in some way. Please write to us and let us know. See you again. Bye.